So, what we're going to be looking at today is something called twine. Once upon a time, you were standing in a room and, well, what do you want to happen? That's the beauty of twine. So we'll go to the website twinery.org, and it takes you to the main page of this program called Twine. Twine is a way to make choose your own adventure type stories where the person reading the story gets to figure out what happens next, and you get to lay out the flow of the story. Here's the main website. Since we have Chromebooks, we're going to use it online, and then it takes you to the main page. We're going to skip this now. So here's the beginning page. You have 0 stories. So in order to start, you go and click Story. And if we wanted to make a story, you give it a title here. You can give it any story title you want. This becomes the starting point, and you'll see a blue screen with a grid on it. And this block, which has a rocket ship on it, that means this is the starting point. If you hover your mouse over it, you have 4 options. You can delete it, you can edit it, you can test play it, or you can set it as the starting point. So you can double click it to get into it, and it looks like this. The Untitled Passage. Let's call this the beginning. And then you can double click on this passage to edit it. You find yourself standing in a room with 2 doors. A red door and a blue door. So in order to give the reader and you, the maker, some options, what you need to do is you need to set aside some of these words to be links to the next part of the story. So here you've given the reader a choice. You find yourself standing in a room with 2 doors, a red door and a blue door. So naturally, what's behind these doors? What do they look like? Is there more details? I want to choose one. And it leads the reader down a natural path. So to make any words in your passage a new link to a new passage, all you have to do is do 2 square left brackets, and then on the left, and 2 square right brackets on the right. And you know what, I don't even want to say, red door. Let's put it right there. Red door and a blue door. Now, if you close out of this passage, all of a sudden you now have 2 new passages because you made links to them. And so now you can start writing into this passage as well. In order to do that, you can just say so you could then write something that includes more detail in each of these. Now to see how this actually looks to the reader, you go to play, and it will show you what the reader would see. The blue words are your links, so you click on one, and it takes you to the next. Over here you see a faint arrow which takes you back. So you can undo your choices at any point as well. So if you go to the other tab, the one where you were writing, you can keep doing this and make tons and tons of different links. There's also ways to get to the add additional things into them, including images and sounds and even segments of video. But that's a slightly bit more complicated, and we can talk about that next time. In order to save this, which is very important, you need to save it to your Google Drive. So you hit this arrow and it says Publish to File. It says Download Manager, Download Now, Show in Folder. Excuse me. There it is. There is your file. And then what you need to do is make sure to drag it into Google Drive. That way it saves it. And so next time you can go and grab it from there and open it into Twine again. Hopefully this got you started and you can already start to imagine the possibilities of Twine.